is just a little more tricky if you don't remember the equation. Up next, we have this one. This one is sort of similar, but we don't use the quadratic here. Well, I guess let me just, we use a product rule, right? So here's how we do that. So log x, here we have add the 2x. In here where addition means multiplication with logarithmic, and subtraction means division, so you gotta go expand, and you gotta and decrease, or I forget the mathematical term, but that's what you're supposed to do. And then x minus 4 equals log 21, which is log x squared minus 4x equals log 21. And then we can remove logs from both sides. And then there we go. So we're just left with x squared minus 4x equals 21. And then we just subtract 21 from both sides. So then we're left with x squared minus 4x minus 21 equals 0. And then we factor. So we get x here because... Alright, back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. So we get a factor. And because there's no other value here, it's x times x here to get the x squared and some other value. So it has to multiply to negative 21, but add up to negative 4, which would be positive 7 and negative 3. So these values here have to multiply to make negative 21, but add up to negative 4, because once we multiply it out, you gotta get this. So then we finally solve for the x, where we set each part of the parentheses equal to 0. X plus 7 minus 7 on both sides, x equals negative 7. And then x minus 3 equals 0, plus 3 plus 3, and x equals to 3. And then, so our final answer is x equals to negative 7 comma 3. That's our answer. And then finally, for our final problem, this one, it's not very challenging. It's just natural logs, and it's kind of similar to this one where we just get rid of the natural logs. So let me just show you. So the first step we take is we use a quotient rule. We use the quotient rule, and here's how we do that. So ln x plus 1 over x minus 2. Quotient rule, because this is negative, where we saw before where the logs here were plus. Yes, according to the quotient rule, since this is negative, we could divide these two, and back here when it was plus, we could have multiplied those two. So that's why I multiplied the x here, and that's why I'm dividing the x plus 1 by x minus 2. So that's what we're doing. And then it just becomes to ln 2, and then we just get rid of the ln's. Just one ln on both sides, just get rid of it. So then it's just x plus 1 over x minus 2 equals 2. And then from here, we multiply both sides by x minus 2. Multiply x minus 2. And these cancel out, so it's just x plus 1 here equals 2x minus 4. So then from here, we just subtract the 1 here, subtract the 1 here, and then subtract 2x here, and then so it's just x on this side equals -5. X equals -5. This is negative x, my bad. So then we just multiply both sides by -1, multiply by, or, oh no, we divide by -1 because the x is a negative 1 here. So -1, -1, and then the x equals 5. And that's our answer. All right. So just to recap, because of the quotient rule, when it's a negative, you're supposed to divide these. And because here, because of the quotient rule, because this is a plus, you're supposed to multiply the log x by the log x minus 4. I hope that was helpful. Subscribe.